The workouts featured in the following show may not be suitable for everyone. It is recommended that you consult a physician before beginning any fitness program.
Hi there, my name is Meg Stickl and I'm the host of Fit Over 50. I'm here with Fit Finley and I am a certified personal trainer and older adult fitness expert. You are going to love the workout that I have planned for you today. We're going to be focusing on building strength in our core and our back muscles. Now, this is really important because a lot of people find that as they get older, their posture gets worse. They may have a lot of back pain. So strengthening our core helps us to stand up taller and to feel more confident as well. So let's get started. We're going to begin with a warm-up. So let's start with a side step. And as we do this, place those hands right on your shoulders. And we're going to be circling those elbows backwards. Now, as we get going, really think about standing up tall. Keep that back nice and straight. Lift that chin. And also really think about breathing. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. All right, very good. So we're going to be warming up the muscles around the back and the core. We're going to change up those arms right away. Let's take those arms right to the side. So swinging those arms. Very good. Now you can follow along with the speed I'm going, or at any time, remember to listen to your body. You can slow it down, or if you want to work a little bit harder, you can speed it up. But it is good to really take our time and not just rush into our exercises without a warm-up. Very good. Now we're going to take those arms to the side, so reaching past your hips. If you have osteoporosis, this video is really good for you, and I'm going to make a few different options and share some different alternatives that you can do during our session. And the first one to think about is no twisting. We want to really keep our torso straight. So you really want to focus on reaching with those arms. You'll feel the core tightening up. And if you don't have osteoporosis, you can add a little bit more of a twist. Very good. Now we're going to change up our legs. We're going to change up those arms. Let's bring one leg right in front of the other, hip width. And we're going to be bringing those arms right in front for our posture squeezes. So reach in front, bend those elbows and squeeze back. This is a really good one to warm up those legs, lift the toes, lift the heels, and really think about squeezing your shoulder blades back. Very good. So if posture is an issue for you and you really want to stand straighter, think about doing this one 10 times in the morning, 10 times before you go to bed. Good. Now as we continue, think about tightening up that stomach. Pull that belly in. Good. Let's do another 3 on this side. 2 and 1. Excellent. Let's change legs here. Good. A little bit of space. Really take a big step away. And then this time we're going to be swinging your arms front and extend the arms back. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. So as we go back, think about tightening up that stomach, just like you're doing up that tight belt. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Very good. All right, now we're going to transition to the chair. I've got some seated exercises for you to do. So I encourage you to find a really good stable chair. Sit right near the edge of that chair so you've got lots of space behind you. And we're going to start with some twists. So let's bring those elbows nice and wide, hands right by your ears. And if you have osteoporosis, just focus on moving those elbows. As you do so, tighten up that core. If you don't have osteoporosis, then you can go a little bit further, twisting from your waist. Good. Now, even if you're just moving the arms, you will feel your stomach tightening up. Now, if this position for your hands doesn't feel too good, maybe you do have shoulder issues, then you can bring your arms right across your chest, and same thing. All right, so you've got that choice. Let's continue with a few more. Last 3. Good. Keep breathing. 2. And 1. All right, now let's keep those hands where they are. Take your legs a little bit wider. And if you have osteoporosis, you can bring your hands right to your shoulders, lifting your elbows up. As you do this, really think about tightening up again. If you don't have osteoporosis, then we can take this one a little bit further and into a side bend. So just make sure your back is straight. We're leaning to the side. Think about lowering your elbow to point towards the ceiling, and the other elbow is pointing towards the floor. Very good. And this one is really helpful if you need to lean to pick something up off the floor. Good. All right, so again, this is the option. If you have osteoporosis, just moving those elbows, you'll still feel that core working. Let's do another 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Now, same position. Keep those legs nice and wide. We're going to bring those arms a little wider this time. Keep that back straight, and we're going to be hinging forwards. Back is nice and straight, and then tighten your core to come on up. So these are called good mornings. We're leaning over, forwards, and rising up. This is also really good for our back strength. Now just watch that you don't round or arch your back. If you have osteoporosis or back pain, you may just want to go about halfway, like this is just fine. Good, let's do another 5. Tighten up the core to bring you back up. Let's do 4. Good, breathing in on the way down, and then coming up. Breathe out. 2 more. Great job. 1 more. All right, excellent. Bring those feet in, and we're going to stretch that out. Do that figure 8 with your arms. All right, very good. Now from here, we're going to work on some core activation. So I want you to reach both arms forwards like we did earlier. As you do so, tighten up that stomach, and then let's release the arms down. So reach and tighten up your belly, and then relax it all down. So it's good for us to think about tightening up our core during the day. So maybe if you're out on a walk, every time you pass a car, you can activate that core, tightening up your belly. And just think about bringing that belly button back towards your spine. That's that type of movement. Now from here, let's add 1 leg. Lift that leg, tightening up, and then lower it down. Relax your arms. Reach with the arms, other leg, and lower down. So we're alternating legs here. Just with that simple reach and that simple lift, you should feel your stomach having to work. Good. So we're going to hold it for 3 seconds per side. So 1, 2, 3, and release. Other side. 1, 2, 3, and release. Good. Now just make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. We're breathing still. Excellent. A few more. 1, 2, 3, and release. 1, 2, 3, and release. All right, 2 more per side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. You're really using that core. We're feeling it working. 1, 2, 3. Good. And 1 more here. 1, 2, 3. And release. All right. Circle those shoulders backwards. Excellent job. All right. Let's add that figure 8. And let's take a quick water break. I'll meet you back here in just a minute.
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa branch of the National Association of Federal Retirees, protecting federal pensions and benefits since 1963. Visit federalretirees.ca to learn more.
Welcome back. So next we're going to be doing some core exercises standing, and you will need your weights. For the first one, I'm going to demonstrate it without the weights, and then we'll add them in. So we're going to take your legs nice and wide. We're going to be starting with a crossover. So arms are wide. We're going to reach for your opposite knees. And then we're going to bring those hands together and do a squat. Remember, hips back as you do the squat. So side to side, and then hips back for that squat. So option 1 is to do this as I'm demonstrating without the weights. Option 2 is to add our weights. Now today I am using 5-pound weights. This is what I'd recommend. If you're just getting started, maybe some lighter weights, 3 or 4 pounds are great. All right, so it looks like this if you're adding the weights. Gently to the knees, weights together, hips back to that squat. So steady breathing as we go. Good. Really think about keeping that back nice and straight, lifting your knees up to you. Good. Now, since we are working that core with that crossover, really think about activating the core, pulling that stomach in. Very good. And if you have bad knees or hips, you can always do a mini squat. Just go down halfway. Good work. Let's do another 3. Good job. And 2. One more. Very good. Now set one of those weights off to the side. We're going to focus on just one leg here. So you can place your hand on your hip, or if you have a chair, hold on to that chair for balance. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to bring that knee up, tap, and then we're going to be pressing up overhead. So repeat on that same side. Really focusing on that balance as well. Good. So as we do this, tighten up the stomach, and then press arm up overhead. Now the other option is just to go halfway if your shoulders bother you. Very good. All right, let's do a few more on this side. Another 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Excellent. Now let's do that other side. All right. Same thing here, right across to that knee, and then press up. Now you'll notice I'm going slow. It's harder to do it slowly. So really think about tightening up your core, really about finding that stability. It does help if you find a focal point, so looking somewhere straight ahead of you, maybe a picture on the wall, that really helps instead of looking down at the floor. All right, let's do another 3. Good. And 2. And 1. All right, excellent. Let's circle those shoulders backwards. All right. So next what we're going to do is we're going to be focusing on the core, and we're going to be paddling. So you can pretend you're in a kayak. Option 1 is to keep those feet fairly close together. Now you will feel that stomach working. If you have osteoporosis, make sure you face the front of the room. Just focus on moving the weight. And then if you don't have osteoporosis, you can add a bit of a twist, twisting at your waist. Now, if you want to challenge your balance, let's take one foot in front of the other. There we go. It helps to slightly bend those knees. Good. Now, if you want to work that balance a little bit more, lift that front toe. So we're leaning back on that back leg. There we go, holding it here. Another 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Now let's change legs. If you had one leg in front of the other, let's do the other side. Good. This time we're going to change it up. We're going to be shifting forwards and then leaning back. So putting that weight on that front foot, extend the arms, leaning back on that back foot. Now if you can, lift a little toe And then lift the heel. Good. And we're feeling that core working. Now this is another one, not to rush. You really take your time. Take your time with this one. Challenging that balance, core stability. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Now from here, let's take those legs nice and wide. We're going to go back to holding on to that weight with one hand, and you can place that hand on your hip. We're going to lean to the side, reaching to the side, and then pull that arm in. We're shifting our weight from one side to the other. So just have a look at your feet. Make sure your legs are wide enough. If they're too close, this is going to be really hard to do. So really think about shifting from side to side. Imagine you're reaching for something on the counter. Good. You want to tighten up the core as we're leaning to that side. Tighten it up. Good. Now we're going to change the arms slightly. This time we're going to be reaching across the body. So reaching across, bending that elbow, pull it back. Very good. 2 more. And 1. And then we're going to change arms. Don't even move those legs. They're fine where they are. Switching sides. Out to the side. Pull that weight in. Like you're reaching right across, maybe for that morning coffee. Good. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to change that arm, reaching right across the body. Pull that elbow back, squeezing back. Good work. So let's take another water break. Excellent work. I'll meet you back here with our chair.
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa branch of the National Association of Federal Retirees, protecting federal pensions and benefits since 1963. Visit federalretirees.ca to learn more.
Welcome back. So we're going to be doing some exercises seated, and we'll continue with one weight. So the next one we're going to be doing is right near the edge of the chair. So sit up nice and tall, and we're going to be holding onto that weight. And what I want us to do, like we did earlier, is do that paddle. So from side to side. Now option 1 is sitting up nice and tall and do a figure 8 with your weight. Option 2 is to add the knee lift. So when you take that weight to the left leg is lifting. All right, we're alternating sides. And really think about tightening up that core as you lift and continuing to sit up nice and tall away from the back of the chair. All right, looks good. Let's do 3 more per side. 2 and 1. Good. Now let's lower that weight. And we're going to do another one where we lift that leg up nice and high. Bring your arms out to the side, and then we're going to be doing a clap. Clap those hands underneath your legs. Now, if that isn't possible, you can always tap your knees. That's just fine. It's really good to listen to your body. Do what you can. Good. And again, we want to think about pulling that belly in, activating the core. So pulling that stomach in as much as you can. Let's do 3 and 2. 1 more per side. Wonderful. All right, now we're going to continue to sit near the edge of the chair, and I'm going to lead you through a really quick assessment that you can see how your core strength is. So we're going to bring our arms right across our chest, sit up nice and tall. 1 repetition is going to be leaning all the way back towards the chair, but not quite touching. Now I'm going to time us for 30 seconds to see how many we can do in 30 seconds. This is a great benchmark to see how you improve over time. All right, so ready? And here we go. So count for yourself. Try to go as fast as you can. Breathing in, breathing out. I've got my timer going. All right, awesome work. Keep going, keep counting. That's 20 seconds. We've got 10 seconds left. And stop. All right, so after you're done, write it down. Write down how many reverse sit-ups could you do in 30 seconds. All right, let's grab one weight again. We're going to be moving now to our back and shoulder strength. So I want you to hinge forwards, bring your arm right across your legs and have that arm straight. Now we're going to be bending from the elbow, and as you do, we want to think about squeezing that shoulder blade back. Now make sure your wrist stays nice and straight as you lift. All right, so this is great for back strength, really important to focus on using weights to strengthen our back, because this will help our posture, also helps to relieve any tightness or any pain we may have. Good, let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's change right away to the other side, leaning over, same thing, keep that back nice and straight. Awesome work. You may find that one side is easier for you. We all tend to have a stronger, more dominant side. So don't neglect the weaker side, and often it's good to do an extra 3 to 5 repetitions on the side that's a little weaker. All right, 2 more. And 1. Good work. All right, lower that weight to the floor, and we're going to move to a few stretches as we finish up today. Good. Now, my fit tip of the day for you is to mind your posture. And one really kind of fun way to think about this is to buy yourself a new ring, or maybe wear something you haven't worn in a while, or a bracelet, or even a necklace. And every time you see that, every time you look at that piece of jewelry, sit a little bit straighter. Think about, is my posture good, or do I need to correct it? So that can be really helpful. All right, now one of my favorites to really help improve posture is to squeeze your shoulder blades back. So reach those arms right in front. Inhale, exhale, squeeze back. Now just make sure you're lowering those elbows and your shoulders. Good. 3, 2 more, and 1. Excellent. Now let's finish off here with those legs nice and wide, and we're going to be doing some circles. Now keep that back nice and straight, circling around. This can help to loosen up our back, stretch out the side of the body as well, and then change directions other way. Those hands right on your knees to be able to support you as you do this one. Good. One more time. All right, that's great. Bring those feet in, and we're going to finish with some breathing. So really stretch the arms back to open up that chest. Give yourself a hug. Let's breathe in and out. Good. One more time. And thank you for joining me today. Excellent work, and hope to see you again soon.
We hope you enjoyed today's workout. Don't forget to visit rogerstv.com for schedules and listings of other great workout programs that you can enjoy right in the comfort of your own home. Exercise is just one of the steps we can take towards healthy living. Be sure to safeguard your home against hazards that could result in slips, trips, and falls. Don't forget to schedule regular health checkups with your providers and enrich your body with plenty of rest, water, and nutrient-dense foods. Visit ottawapublichealth.ca or call them at 613-580-6744 for some excellent tips and publications on the many ways you can maintain a healthy, safe, and happy lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.